Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso has rejected a €220 million France assistance deal. Information reaching the Viewers' Corner News from our correspondent in Ouagadougou, the capital city of Burkina Faso, revealed that France allegedly offered a €220 million assistance package to Burkina Faso to enable them rebuild their international airport with all modern facilities, including executing other projects in the country. Unfortunately for France, the military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore, rejected the offer and said that his country is working towards such a goal. That with time, they shall put everything in place. So they do not need any assistance from France, which is great. Our point is, how can France, which does not want Burkina Faso to be a better country, turn around to be assisting them? Not too long ago, the people of Burkina Faso pointed an accusing finger towards France for being part of a plot to overthrow the military leader of Burkina Faso because the military leader asked France to leave the country. So it would be difficult for the leadership of Burkina Faso to accept any form of assistance from France. However, we would use this opportunity to advise France to keep on pushing by coming out clean, apologizing and telling the leadership of Burkina Faso that they are no longer the bad guys through their actions. If the leadership of Burkina Faso is convinced, then France may be forgiven for the alleged atrocities they committed in the past against Burkina Faso. Again, we believe that France needs Burkina Faso more than Burkina Faso needs France. So France should humble itself if they truly want the leadership of Burkina Faso to listen to them. Why would President Zelensky of Ukraine allegedly invite the newly elected president of Mexico to visit Kyiv? We ask, to come and do what exactly? President Claudia Sheinbaum, who is the newly elected president of Mexico, has rejected an invitation from President Zelensky of Ukraine to visit his country, which is great. We are calling on President Zelensky to stop trying to cut corners by looking for countries that would support his war agenda against Russia. Such a method cannot work anymore, so it is time to give up and begin a process of dialogue to end the war in Ukraine. If President Zelensky had listened years back when he was advised not to go to war with Russia, Ukraine would have been at peace, but he refused, believing that he was going to defeat Russia. Now his country has been destroyed, which is so sad. Again, we applaud the newly elected president of Mexico for rejecting President Zelensky's invitation. However, if the process of how to end the war between Ukraine and Russia is the reason for the invitation, then we would plead that such an invitation should be honored. The Viewers' Corner news team is highly advocating that the war between Ukraine and Russia should end as quickly as possible so that the few things left, if there are any, should not be destroyed. France allegedly said that they could not afford to lose Chad, a country on the continent of Africa. If France fails to do the needful, then they are surely going to lose Chad like they lost Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger Republic. Most French people say that countries on the continent of Africa are poor, but they forget that without countries on the continent of Africa, France's economy would be like that of the third world economy, which is the truth, take it or leave it. We want to remind France that most of the natural resources to keep France going are extracted from countries on the continent of Africa. So we can understand why France cannot leave Africa alone. However, we are calling on France to do the needful, if they still want to trade with countries on the continent of Africa. Nigeria cracks down on corruption. Prison officials suspended amid Bobrisky scandal. Nigeria's anti-corruption drive has gained momentum with the suspension of 2 senior prison officials. The move follows explosive bribery allegations involving celebrity Bobrisky, a popular transgender socialite. Bobrisky, whose real name is Idris Okunai, recently completed a 6-month prison sentence for violating Nigeria's currency laws. Although cleared of money laundering charges, the celebrity's name has resurfaced in a fresh controversy. A viral audio recording allegedly captures Bobrisky admitting to bribing officials to quash the money laundering charges. The recording also claims Bobrisky secured luxurious prison accommodations by paying millions of naira. Bobrisky vehemently denies these allegations. Nigeria's corruption woes persist, with bribery entrenched in government offices. The country's corruption perception ranking remains dismal. This scandal highlights the need for urgent reform. An inquiry has been initiated to look into the accusations, resulting in the suspension of the prison officials involved. The Nigerian Correctional Service and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission are collaborating to reveal the truth. Kenya's presidential term limit faces controversy as lawmakers propose extension, sparking debate on democratic implications. Imagine giving your country's leader an extra years in office. That is exactly what is being proposed in Kenya, sparking heated debates and concerns about democratic backsliding. This move follows a worrying trend in East Africa, where leaders have found ways to stay in power beyond their original term limits. The proposed amendment does not stop there. It also introduces a prime minister position, handpicked by the president, and extends parliamentary terms. But Kenyans are skeptical. The current administration is already under fire for its handling of the economy and rampant corruption, which has led to deadly protests. Many see this proposal as a desperate attempt to cling to power and divert attention from the real issues. So, what is at stake? Extending presidential terms could cement authoritarian rule, diverting attention from economic woes and corruption, eroding public trust in government institutions. The proposal's fate is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Kenyans won't take it lying down. The country's democratic future hangs in the balance. Again, neighboring countries like Uganda and Rwanda have set a troubling precedent by manipulating term limits. Will Kenya follow suit? Uganda unveils massive hydroelectric plant, boosting energy independence. Uganda has taken a significant stride towards energy self-sufficiency with the launch of the Karuma hydropower project, a 600-megawatt hydroelectric plant on the River Nile. This monumental project solidifies Uganda's position as a leader in renewable energy. The $1.7 billion facility, financed by China, will increase Uganda's power generation capacity by nearly 50%. This clean energy boost will benefit millions of households and support economic growth. Uganda's expanded energy capacity will also enhance its role as a regional power supplier. Neighboring countries, including Rwanda, Tanzania, and Kenya, will benefit from increased electricity exports. Hydropower remains Uganda's primary source of electricity, accounting for over 90% of its energy mix. The Karuma hydropower project reinforces the country's commitment to renewable energy and sustainable development. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah killed in Israeli airstrike. What's next? In a significant blow to Hezbollah, its longtime leader Hassan Nasrallah was killed in an Israeli airstrike in Beirut, Lebanon. The strike carried out recently targeted Hezbollah's leadership meeting at their headquarters in Dahiya. Nasrallah, who led Hezbollah for over 3 decades, was the most prominent target eliminated by Israel in recent weeks. His death marks a turning point in the intensified conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. The Israeli military confirmed the precise airstrike, citing years of tracking Nasrallah and real-time intelligence. Additional Hezbollah commanders, including Ali Karki, were also killed. Hezbollah vowed to continue its holy war against Israel, while Hamas issued condolences and pledged unwavering support. The Palestinian militant group emphasized that assassinations would only strengthen the resistance in Lebanon and Palestine. The United Nations reports that in the last week, tens of thousands of Israelis and over 200,000 Lebanese have been displaced due to the continuing conflict, deepening the humanitarian crisis. If you want more in-depth analysis on politics and good governance, subscribe to Viewers Corner News and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching.